to A to Z. I'm Avid.
I'm Dempsey.
I am Zeke. And
yeah.
This is A to Z.
Yeah, pretty much.
A to Z.
Okay, thank you for tuning in for episode 1. Appreciate it, yes. So...
I thought he was gonna set it.
So today we're gonna talk about
took sips at the same time.
if you don't know, we're both drinking some White Claw, working, watching our calories.
I'm drinking water.
He's lying. So today's topic of today, at least we're gonna start off with this, is what is it, guys?
Well, I think we wanted to talk about why we decided to start a podcast. Well, we should start off by kind of introducing ourselves, maybe for those of us, or for those who are listening that don't really know who we are. What do you guys think?
Yeah, sure.
I guess that works.
You want to start off, Ed?
So my name's Avid. I don't know what I'm saying.
All right, that's fine. I
I didn't prepare mentally for this.
You don't know who you are?
I mean, that's who I am. So if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah. So I'm Zeke. I met these kids in high school.
Yep.
Way back. Really close with Avid. I know of Dempsey here and there.
Damn.
Well, it's the truth.
Dempsey got married and had a kid, so he fell off the wagon.
Isn't that the opposite? I got on the wagon. The life wagon.
No, you got off the wagon.
No, Dempsey's already living his
life
adult life now, man.
Living his best life.
I just did my taxes again. No, I'm
Whoa.
kidding. I'm kidding.
That's so sad.
I'm kidding.
Okay, so now I guess you know how we met. So why did we start this podcast, guys?
So Zeke and I were always talking about doing a podcast.
Yeah.
But one day on the Marvelous 12 bus, on our way to our respective homes, Dempsey was like, "Yo, guys, we should do a podcast." And Zeke and I were like, "Yo, we were talking about doing a podcast." And then and then Dempsey was just like, "Yo, let's do one." And I was like, "Okay." And he was kind of like the catalyst, I feel like, because me and Zeke were just talking about it, but Dempsey actually put action into it. We met up at Applebee's and we discussed actually doing a podcast and parameters and where we would do it and what we would talk about. And so that is how we are right now. That's how we're here.
And I'm Dempsey.
If you didn't know.
In case you missed it. But yeah.
That's Dempsey.
Yeah, these are two of my really good friends from high school.
Hello.
Had a little reunion a couple of weeks ago, maybe a little over a month ago, and we got to planning and plotting and...
Reunited and it feels so good.
Sing it. And yeah, here we are. And I guess it was... easier than we thought anyway. We got together, we put our heads together, we sat down, decided what we wanted to do, and we know that there are lots of podcasts out there, but we hope that ours is different in the way that you hear our perspective.
Better be.
We know that we're not experts on a lot of the things that we talk about, but we just want to talk. We want to share our thoughts on a lot of things that interest us and a lot of things that are happening in today's world, some things that, people might not be aware of, have conversations that are important. I don't know, is there anything you want to add?
No, I think you pretty much settled everything out.
Yeah, man, you definitely covered it. We just want to give our spin and our take on things and, perhaps talk about things that aren't spoken about.
Exactly. Give you a new perspective on things. That's what we're here for. Just enlighten you and actually enlighten ourselves with our conversation.
A to Z.
A to Z. We'll cover everything A to Z.
Hello.
Just like that. And, today we wanted to talk about specifically, I think it's really fitting with, the idea of doing a podcast and just technology in general. Technology is a great thing, but it is also a very dangerous thing.
Scary.
Super scary. Did you guys check out that new Face app?
Oh God, I actually didn't. Yeah, I haven't done it yet.
No.
Because, one, I don't even have that application to do it. Because I don't trust it.
Right.
Because I'm scared, man. All right. Granted, they already have, my eye. And they actually probably already have my facial, signature and whatnot. But it just seems too, I just can't give it to some app.
Right. Because Face app is just another version of a filter.
Oh.
And I believe that filters are just the way for the man, aka the government, to get your facial structure.
Tell 'em.
Okay, it's just another way, and everybody is succumb to it. They're not rising above the pressure. They're just being part of the norm. And I feel like everybody and their mama is doing the face app. And it's really just it reminds me of the 10-year challenge.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
Right. It reminds me of that 10-year challenge that was on Instagram a few months ago, where you put yourself 10 years ago and to the present, and so this face app potentially is projecting like 50 years into the future.
What you're gonna look like? Yeah.
Right. So it's just a way I believe for Uncle Sam to really profile all of us.
Well, even though you say Uncle Sam, I've heard a little birdie told me
Come on, Zeke.
it was actually, wait for it, Russia.
Dum, 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 dum.
Oh yeah, I did read that too.
Yeah.
That they're trying to do deep fakes, right?
Collusion.
Also, we're not a conspiracy podcast, but
Bad first impression.
Oh no.
so I know you might be
Please
thinking.
keep listening to us.
Granted, no. It's just this is how we just apparently just all feel, But come on, if you think about it, oh wow, all of a sudden the app just wants us to project how we're gonna look in the future. You gotta think why would they want to do that?
Well, not all of us, okay? Because I think I'd actually look kind of bad as a girl. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, I think that was an upgrade.
No. I think it's fun. There is a possibility that there could be something sinister behind it. Honestly,
Collusion.
whether Russia's behind it or not, Jesus Christ, who's to say our American government won't do it either? Once again, we're not a conspiracy podcast, but maybe we should move on to something else.
All right. I also wanted to we were talking the other day about how technology has just evolved so much.
It's scary.
So, absolutely. When I was a kid, I wanted a beeper, and I never got a beeper.
Oh.
Yeah, I never got a beeper. I had a little flip phone. I never got the sidekick I wanted, but now
Me neither.
Now I have an iPhone, and it's essentially a little computer in my pocket. And when you think about it, it's actually scary. It tracks your location. A cell phone no longer is just to make phone calls.
Or text, yeah.
Or text. It's no longer calls or text. We're on various social medias where we share photos. We can FaceTime at the push of a button. All right, I'm gonna talk about Zeke right now because I'm trying to talk, and your man is ripping up a bunch of tissue, and he just smelled it. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm trying to talk, but I can't. I don't know.
Don't you miss simpler times before technology?
Right, when we can just play with tissue.
Yeah, I'm trying to take us back, guys. Come on,
Yo, my man is nervous. I don't know why.
Oh no.
No.
So
I'm scared of the future.
you should be. Keep using face app, bro. Collusion.
Oh god, but
I know
no.
what you're saying. You could order a cab at the push of your finger.
Wow.
Now.
Uber.
Before you had to call, you had to catch one in the street. What else can you do? You can check your credit score. You can check your bank before you had to actually have your card on you. Walk to the bank, insert your card, and do that. Or wait for your statement in the mail. It's all readily available for you.
Bro, you can even deposit checks online.
On your phone, yes.
That's
Take a picture.
what?
It's so crazy how far technology's come, and it's so scary that there's so much more room for improvement too. That it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's too convenient, It's we're getting to a point where it's we might not even need other human interaction at this point.
Yeah.
Everything is just so I could just do this on demand. I could do that there. Oh, you just some guy delivering some beats. I don't need to talk to you. Just drop it on the floor and I'll pick it up. Or maybe even the freaking with Amazon, they have the
Amazon in general.
Oh,
hello.
Amazon lockers. I love
Amazon
lockers.
Prime. You said they deliver stuff to you in hours.
Bro,
Oh yeah, Prime now, $35. They deliver it within 2 hours.
It's not an ad, by the way.
It's not an ad. They are not paying us.
yeah. This
I pay them every month, actually.
Excuse me, actually, this website that we use for delivery. There you go. So yeah, technology, it's scary, but we have to somehow, even though while we're adapting, we also have to somehow keep this humanity. I don't know how, but I feel like it's slowly getting away from us, and we're just losing this interpersonal connection, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And it just made me think how when I was a kid, I used to play like Nintendo 64 and there was 4 controllers and we would play together. And then I remember going to high school, everybody was like, "Oh, do you have like Xbox Live?" And I was like, "Nah, what's that?" And dudes were playing together.
You skipped an entire gaming system.
I was
Hello,
saying-
Game Boy.
I know. You could have played Game Boy really. Well, you could have played.
Yeah, when you had the cable,
Yo,
come on,
catch
Avid.
me on that Pokemon Yellow Pikachu. I choose you. What's up?
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang. But no, it just makes me think like how even what was that like 12 years ago, how that became like.
Yeah, you don't have to be at people's houses
Yeah, we
anymore.
don't have to be in people's houses. Like right now, we're all together in the same room, which we could have potentially, or are we?
We
Think about
did
it.
talk about doing it remotely, though.
Yeah, and
that's
it
the
was
crazy
like,
part.
no.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
But yeah, we're actually getting the time to like chop it up with one another and record this at the same time. Where like it just makes me think of music. Even people are in different countries, different time zones, and they'll be featured on a track, and then we'll have never met that other artist.
Oh, that's crazy. I can't even think about that.
No, that's how artists send samples to each other. If they want somebody on a track, they send them the song without the lyrics, and they're like, "Oh, do you like this beat? You want to be on it?" And they just text yes or no. If not, move on to the next person. It's so crazy how technology is just like you said, it takes away from the human interaction. There is no middleman anymore.
Yeah, it's wild. It also shout out to the black cable box. You ever had the illegal black cable box?
Nah, please explain.
I had the illegal black cable boxes as a kid, and we could just we had all the channels, and like now that's not even a thing because you need to it's like you need to do like the fiber optics and whatnot. It's connected to pretty much connected to the internet.
We
Like
have
on
Fire
the
Sticks now too, though.
Right.
I was gonna say like cable, bro. Like who even? Even cable is going out of business right now.
I don't even have cable. I have Hulu and Netflix.
That's all you need.
Yeah. And by the way, this is not an ad.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you need some other internet provider.
Fios. No.
Shout out to Optimum. I have Optimum Hotspot,
Gang,
but not an ad.
exactly. But if you guys want to, give us a sponsorship, we're cool with that.
Slide into our DMs, ADZ_podcast.
Yeah, Bronx 12, hit us up. You
That's
ever
an
need
ad.
to. We like Bronx 12, we support.
Eh.
But yeah. No, it is very scary, guys. Like, what can we do, like, to keep this, like, human interaction together? Like, I know we came together just for this, but, like, I feel like soon, rather than later, we're all just going to be, well, not us, but, like, and people in general, just going to be doing stuff, everything, like, apart from each other.
Yeah,
Like,
it makes sense. There's even a lot of jobs where you can work from home. Because you don't need to be in the office to actually work. Like you can be on a computer or on the phone, and you could be home in your pajamas rather than in an office and do the same work. I mean, we're just living in a different time where technology keeps rapidly evolving. It's like I ordered food today from my phone without speaking to a human.
Yes,
you
you did.
go to Chase and they have these huge ATMs without speaking to a human. You go to Target and you check out yourself without speaking to a human. Like, we are losing human interaction in this world.
Can we talk about Uber has no customer service? Like you have to message something. You physically can't speak to a human with Uber.
Speaking of Uber, this is not an ad. They charged me a pool the other day, $409. I got home, my pool turned into like 9 and change, and I was like, "What?" They picked up 3 other people in my Uber and were trying to penalize me for it. So,
bro,
I was like, "Nah, Uber, you're playing." That's why I got the pool. I could have did the Uber X for $6.
that's why I hate Uber Pool personally. Like,
They did that to you, bro?
no. But in general, I hate Uber Pool because, like, if I want to share a ride with someone, I would just hop on the train. So that's why
That's good.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
that makes
Dempsey.
sense.
Yeah, exactly, right? So why I'm gonna pay extra money? I already have a freaking unlimited Metro card. So why the heck?
You got money.
No, I don't. If anyone got a job, let me know. So
That is an ad.
Not a sponsor ad, but an ad nonetheless.
Oh no, but I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't want to say I'm bougie, but like I just like if I'm gonna get in a cab, I want to just go to my destination. Why do I have to pay a cab and then have like freaking 5 other people get in the cab and then I'll still be the last person to get dropped off?
Because it's a cheaper rate. You get what you pay for.
But sometimes they don't even pick up people. That is a thing.
Shout out to when Uber doesn't pick up people and I get that Uber pool.
Yes.
But not their prices have gone up because they have that new thing where you can walk to the cab and then.
Oh, I hate that so much.
It's so extra. It's so extra.
And you have to pay extra.
Yeah.
Not to walk.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So that's why I never do Uber pool anymore. Because I would want to pay extra so they wouldn't have to. So I wouldn't have to walk. So I'm like, why would I even pay the pool then if I'm just gonna pay extra for them to just pick me up anyways?
So just get the Uber X. Direct to direct.
That's what I do. Uber X all day.
My man got money.
No, I don't. Please, again, if anyone has a job out there, please email us at what is it? What's that?
A-to-Z.pod@gmail.com. You can email us.
Yes.
Questions, comments, concerns.
Concerns, yes.
I'm sure y'all gonna have lots of concerns.
I've got a couple.
Job offerings.
I actually may email us. And follow us on Instagram at A-to-Z_podcast.
Yes, thank you, please. Oh, man. So, I guess what was another thing? Oh, so I don't know if you guys have been up to date or have seen this around on Instagram or even Twitter, if you're on that. This whole thing about storming Area 51.
I'm going.
You're going, Dempsey?
I put that I am attending that event. I don't know where it's at or when it's at, but why not?
So you're going to be in the front line doing the Naruto run?
I didn't say all that. I'm going to be there. I love all the memes, man. The memes are hilarious. Like, what was the one where there's this guy, I don't know what his name is, but he's training to carry an alien. He's like carrying the alien over hurdles and stuff like that. There's a lot of really great stuff out.
See, like, because out of nowhere, I just opened up my Instagram, and then one day I just see all these Area 51 memes. I'm like, I'm just bugging out. I'm like, okay, that's funny. oh, there's another one. Okay, all right. Now this is the third one I've seen in a row. What the hell is going on?
And then after that, there's a face app of Zeke being old.
Well, I never put my face on that. Hashtag never do that. Hashtag they can't have my face. So, I was blown. Like I thought I missed something. Because I'm like, I was just literally on Instagram the day before. Everything is just regular old memes. Like, oh, I didn't know this was happening, blah, 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 blah. But then, bam. Every Instagram meme, like, oh, I'm in a club. Oh,
the alien.
I'm in a club right now. Somebody with the alien. It's like 3 dudes with the alien mask dancing.
Yo, we out in Nevada, Area 51.
Yeah, like, one, you're a freaking idiot if you think about actually going to Area 51 and storming that. Please. I hope the internet's not that dumb.
Zeke does not speak for me.
Same. No, but there was actually, there were people that laughed at it and said, oh, you know what, we actually got to be serious. This is dangerous. Because it was announced that some guy tried to cross, I think last year or the year before, and they shot him on site.
How about that, guys?
But then, when people saw that, they were like, oh, they're definitely hiding something. We're definitely going now.
But honestly, if there's like thousands of people that actually show up that day...
Their bullets can't get us.
No, Dempsey, you're right. Everybody's not going to get penalized. They can't stop everybody.
Do you not know the American Army?
So what, they're going to shoot like a grenade launcher or something?
Do you not know Naruto?
Hello? Well, obviously you don't know Naruto, the Naruto run.
Excuse me, I am actually watching Naruto right now.
The spirit bomb's fading!
That is Dragon Ball Z, please. Don't even listen to him. So anyways. No.
Do it now, go on!
Believe in the art of the card. Never starts wrong one.
So anyways. You ever heard of machine guns? You heard of, like, explosives? You heard of grenades? Like, guys, don't go there, please.
If we get the aliens out, though, they could use their powers to help us.
That may be true. Have y'all never seen Danny Phantom?
What?
He's a ghost.
What? E.T.
Phone.
Oh God, please God, just don't go, people. I know it's fun, it's like, oh, we're part of the hype. Yeah, no, stop it. Let's all be reasonable
Don't
human
believe
beings.
the hype.
Thank you. Don't believe the damn hype, alright? Use your brains, alright? Let's not storm Area 51 that's been guarded for years, okay? And if there has been alien activity over there, you think they're just gonna let us know? Come on now. Just think, people.
We're not conspiracy theorists, by the way. I think I need to say that one more time.
Yo, I have to write that down.
Write that down.
So I just wrote down that A to Z are not conspiracy theorists.
But we're open to all conspiracies.
Yeah, we're optimists, okay? We like to listen to everything, just in case.
So, like, speaking of conspiracies,
Please.
what about Biggie and Tupac?
Oh, God.
Some guy got fired. I think he was like a politician. He got fired for I think tweeting out or sending out Tupac inspirational quotes.
Oh,
Really?
no.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But, like, earlier I was using my Google Home. That's another way for the government just to listen to our voice. But
Which
again,
is true.
we don't believe in conspiracy
Well,
theories.
Echo, don't please. If you have an Echo and listening to Echo, turn that blank off and use your headphones, use your Spotify or iTunes. I don't know which one we're going to be on yet, but use one of those platforms or just use your headphones, right? Don't use Echo or Google Home, please. Continue at the time.
No, but I just, man, I don't know how we keep getting back to conspiracy theories, but I just feel like all these things are just a ploy for the government to just to know who we are. With all the filters on Snapchat, on Face app, even Facebook, I believe, has filters.
You said Amazon, not Amazon, but the 23andMe,
20,
right?
yeah, earlier we were talking about the 23andMe. It's just a way for the government to get our DNA. Like, I want to use 23andMe because I want to know, like what am I? What kind of alien am I? But it's just a way for them to collect our DNA and for them to just store it all and
To clone us. No, that's so
could
deep.
be.
That's so deep.
Could be.
Wait. But we're not a conspiracy
Yeah,
theory.
no, not at all. At all.
All right, episode 2 will not have any conspiracy
Yeah,
theories.
we'll talk about
As
nice
of yet.
things.
As of yeah. Well, we're really just going with like the flow here. Just keep talking and.
But no, I believe you too, though. I don't trust 23andMe.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give you my blood or my saliva.
Bro, just saliva.
He's going all in.
He's going all in.
I don't know what goes on, alright?
Yeah.
So I'm just supposed to give you my saliva, and then you're supposed to trace where I originate from. Get the hell out.
They could make that up, yo. Think about
They
it.
could.
be
Who
a scam.
knows?
I forgot what the heck I was listening to, but some
It's
guy.
gonna be huge.
He was like, he gave them 2 samples, and each time he got a different result back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Bruh.
when I heard that, I'm like, nah, bruh.
You know what that sounds like to me?
Talk to me.
Fake news.
I saw twins did it, and they got like they said they were from the same places, like they had the same ancestors,
Yeah.
but they had different percentages, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Oh,
It makes
come
sense,
on.
but at the same time, it's like,
That makes no damn sense.
Yeah.
They're twins.
but they're different people with different
Yeah.
genetic makeup.
I feel like if it was slightly different, that makes sense. But if it was like extreme,
Yeah, like one would have 10% like Russian, and the other one would have like 20% Russian. Like that would.
that's
No.
a lot.
Yeah, that's weird.
No. See, it's
Yeah.
all B and the S.
Yeah.
All right, guys, come on.
I concur.
Oh, and that's another thing I wanted to say. The
Talk to me.
Amazon, you know how they had Prime Day, going back to Amazon.
Oh.
One of the big things that they had on sale was the 23andMe, or the Ancestry makeup kit.
You're lying.
Yeah, that was like one of the major things they were pushing.
Bro, they're trying to push all of us to give them our DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Well, sorry, I'm going to put this out here, Avid, but I know, well, at least for me, I know I'm fudged. Just because, like, I used to work at a bank, and to work at a bank, for some reason, we had to go to this secret location and give up, like, my fingerprints, my, what's it called, biometrics.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, was it like a big bank, or was it like Joe Schmo?
Wait, what do you mean secret location?
Well, it wasn't really a secret location, but it was, like, out in, Long Island,
And you worked in Manhattan.
and I worked in Manhattan.
That's wild.
For some reason, that was the closest facility to me, which
That's
is...
not even their headquarters either.
I know. I'm not going to say the bank I work for begins, but it rhymes with a J and a P and a Morgan. So,
Wow. Okay.
It's Bank of America.
Right. Bro, can you tell us your social as well?
Yeah, it begins with a number and ends with another number. So, yeah. So I found like they already. I'm fudged. All right, they already got. They got my biometrics. They got all my fingerprints. They got my eye color, my hair color, texture. And in my mind, I'm like, why do they need all this?
Well, they're the biggest bank, I think, in America. That's like one of the oldest banks anyway. I don't know if they're the biggest, but definitely one of the oldest.
Definitely one of the oldest because they started off as like some other like I forgot the history. I don't work there anymore, so who cares? So yeah, they're definitely one of the oldest, but I personally don't understand why they need all that information from me.
I get the fingerprints and whatnot because you're dealing with money and a lot of personal information.
But the
but I never heard of the retinas because I used to work for a bank as well. They never, as far as I know, they never said like a retina scan or anything like that.
Yeah, that was probably like, I don't want to say the prerequisite, but basically the prerequisite before I started the actual job was like I have to go to this little location, and it was like this weird little house, and it was like, well, not a house, but it was like this little warehouse. Yeah, whatever. So, and then they had like this, it was like different doors, and in like at this door it said USA. So
what else is it supposed to say? Russia.
But yeah,
Face app.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, why?
Collusion.
Why was this specific door like the USA like door? I don't know. It was just weird. I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. So I was there, and then like I did everything because I need money. Who cares?
Right, you don't think about this stuff,
My
right?
man will do anything for money. Slide in his DMs. Freaks and Zeeks.
Freaks and Zeeks. Freaks_N_Zeeks. So but
that's an ad.
Yeah, pay me. So but I needed a job. Like you just think about like, all right, this is just the procedure to go through. But like in hindsight, it's like, why the hell do they need all this? Do they think I'm just gonna be like some international freaking thief or something? Like,
Could be.
They never know. Maybe they're just really trying to protect their assets. But even I think that's going a little bit too far.
Oh, yeah. I had to line my face up into this thing and then make sure my eye was open. And he had my eye.
Well, I mean, like Dempsey said, that J to the P to the Morgan is a pretty huge bank. It is the number one bank in America. So maybe they were very high tech and things of that nature. I mean, that's the only thing that strikes me odd. Like fingerprints do not strike me odd.
Yeah.
Taking a drug test doesn't strike me odd. But yeah, your retina scan, unless you needed to like open the door with your eyeballs, then I don't understand why. But listen, we're living in 2019, so anything's possible.
Imagine they did that and he didn't get the job. They're like, thank you. All right, you're not hired.
Imagine.
Gotcha, though.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Got him.
Surprise. But now they got it all. So the government, Chase. Oh well, I said it now, Chase.
Wow. Oh, man, no more J to the P.
Oh, no.
J to the P, Morgan Chase. Well, they're all one company now.
They are.
Yeah, they're both separate at one point, but then they had a merger. That's they know all
Dropping
that.
knowledge on us.
Yeah, it is what it is. But
You smart.
yeah, so they got it. So if I ever get into any serious trouble, I'm screwed. Dang. But on a lighter note, what's going on with you guys? Yeah, you guys to give up your retinas or anything?
Never.
That's a you thing, not a we thing.
Well, Russia's, I know now is implicated in this, but I heard a story before, like I saw this on like the news, CNN probably. I think they're credible. About Asia, specifically China, they had this like new technology, like with all these cameras that can pick up and locate individuals' faces in the streets. So then, like, if you're already a known criminal and you're like in the vicinity and a crime happens, they can like see if you were there. Boom, 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 and automatically, bam, lock you up because they already have the information that you were there. Like it's in our database.
They're able to triangulate your position based on where your face has been. That's interesting.
Man, when I heard that, I was like, "Oh heck no! What? That's so scary!" Like, all right, fine, yeah, for criminals, fine, I get that, but like, what if
they wanted to apply to the regular citizens? They could.
Exactly. What if you wrote something? Well, I think this actually did happen. Shout out to John Oliver. I think he said something about this. Like, what if you were just a regular person who just didn't agree with the government, and you just like tweeted off something like, yeah, this government sucks. I don't know what they're doing. Haha.
They got your
we
profile
need some new
picture, and they find you.
Exactly. Let's say they see you walking in the street like, and you're already flagged for saying that on your post. Boom, boom. They see you on the streets, and the cops over to you. Be like, oh, you're some type of terrorist or whatever, and then you're done. That's it. Scary.
So freedom of speech is not a thing?
Well, not in China. Shout out to China.
They need it.
They need all the help.
Wow. D-Z, do not speak for me.
It's just the A podcast now.
We're changing the name.
No, but yeah, shout out to China. They need some help over there though. Their guy is a pretty he's a strict kind of guy, like the totalitarian kind of guy.
Totalitarian.
Shout out to China because they make like 98% of things in the USA.
They make everything.
I don't know if that's a fact, but
it's a fact.
They make majority.
And I still, get my beef and broccoli on a regular. It's pretty good.
Shout out to all the Chinese spots. Egg rolls. Come on now.
Spring rolls.
Ooh.
Shout out to that.
That general
that combo. That lunch combo.
Speak on that, Dempsey.
Another one.
Major key alert.
Nah, we need to be careful because I feel like, God, it sounds so much like a conspiracy.
We are low-key conspiracists.
Again, D-Z, do not speak for me.
But I feel like slowly, hopefully not, but I think our government's slowly falling into this category as well. As like, we can't have our own opinions and then speak about things and then just be like, you're wrong. You guys are being all hateful. I didn't mean that. But whatever. It's a whole nother thing.
It's the PC culture. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Ugh.
This is partly, I love Twitter. I have a Facebook. I have an Instagram. I'm not going to share the links because, maybe later.
Well, if you follow us on Instagram, you can follow them.
Yeah, maybe. But, no shameless plugs here. Anyway. No, but...
Avid Productions.
Pull out Productions. No. But I love Twitter most of all because of the memes, because of it's such a great way to get news and information at a regular pace.
Accelerator rate?
Yeah. But I hate it for the comments.
Yeah.
That is where Twitter is where the trolls live.
Oh, do they?
Especially the PC ones. Ever since this last election, I feel like Twitter's become more of a tool for the PC culture to attack other people. And I'm not really a fan of that. I don't like the way that you can't really speak your mind anymore. You can speak about whatever you want because it's the First Amendment, but at the same time you can't because
everyone's on you.
Everyone's a critic. Everyone's a critic. That is the one thing that I think I hate the most about our society now.
Yeah, it's coming to a point where it's like, maybe not everything's supposed to be joked upon, but like you can tell by the way someone is delivering something that it's not meant in a malicious way. Yeah. In a sense.
I think what bothers me is that we can't have a difference in an opinion without being attacked for it. Like, there's people I know that like if you disagree with them, that's it. They send you to the hell. And it's like, but I don't understand why we can't have a difference in opinion and still be cordial and get along with one another.
I agree.
Oh man,
that's my issue.
I don't agree with like most of the people I've listened to, but it's like, in a sense, like, all right, fine, who cares? Like, all right, well, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna hate you for it. I'm not gonna say like, oh, you need to have your job taken away from you. What?
You need to change your belief.
What? All right, bro. That's how you feel. All right, I understand. Let's move on.
Right.
But if it's like a very serious situation where, all right, well, I'm taking us here. Like, let's just say, quote unquote,
take us there.
A president says, "Oh, hey, you need to
go back to your country."
Whoa! Like, what? And then no one cares about that?
If Obama would have said it, he would have been impeached like 3 days ago. That's all I'm saying.
They already thought he was a Muslim.
Collusion.
So it doesn't make any sense. It's like some things like, all right, fine, he's wrong. He shouldn't say it. But then it's like an opinion on certain things. Like, let's just say,
So, like, what if what's true for me is true for me, and what's true for you is true for you? What if my truth is your truth is a lie? Is it still true?
All right, Avid, we didn't come here for riddle time, But, it depends. Your truth is your truth. That is true. But at a certain point, one of us has to be wrong.
Right.
That was very well said.
Yeah.
That was very well said.
Yo, drop a bomb for Zeke.
Don't worry, we soon have sound effects. Don't worry, guys. It's on the way. Yeah. Bang, gang, 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 gang. So, it's like to an extent, yes, we all can have our own opinion, which is fine. That's beautiful. It's America. We're supposed to all speak our mind, have our own opinion. But when we get to a point of like when we start impeaching on other people's like livelihood, their own sense of themselves, and then start forcing our own opinions on them, that's when we need to stop and take a look at ourselves. Like, what are we doing? Now we're forcing our own thoughts and opinions on someone else, whereas we're supposed to be this whole beautiful nation of people listening and disagreeing and arguing and making something that we both can like live with. Now we're just like, no, that's it. It's our way or no way. And
Right.
it's a pretty scary time that we're living in.
Yeah, I agree. It can't be our way or the highway. Like,
Exactly.
people are so adverse to even finding like a middle ground, which is crazy. Like, I think we should be able to have a conversation and have a difference in opinions without being condemned for our personal views and opinions.
But that goes back to technology.
Ooh.
Once again.
Bring us back, Dempsey.
Come on,
Bring us back. Bring us back.
Come on.
That's the
some
thing.
bees on
There's no middleman anymore. In every conflict, there is a middleman. When you have technology in it, when you take away that middleman, the person who sets aside and lays down the common ground,
Boom.
then you just have two hotheads talking to each other where each one thinks that they are right. And there's nobody there to interfere. There's nothing there. I mean, that's once again going back to social media. You have people just commenting against each other, and nobody would be like, "Well, actually, I think you're wrong because," and actually, you're not right either. You know,
Yeah.
There's no one there, and no one's willing to be that person anymore. That's the time that we're living in. It's so hard to find somebody who's actually willing to be that middleman, the martyr for what's right.
Talk about it. See.
Shout out to Jesus to dying for what's right.
Yeah.
Jesus. So it's funny you say that, Dempsey. All right, this may be radical. I don't even care anymore. Yo, find me. All right. Yo, what's the address, Avid?
Nah. He's wild. I'll give you Zeke's address. It's 1
So anyways, because I was personally thinking, I was just going through my head, like, we're having all these discussions and all these arguments, like, let's just say different party lines of, like, Democrats and Republicans. And I personally think that, maybe this is the independent route, but the Democrats aren't completely right, and then the Republicans aren't completely wrong. So, like, if we all just come together and realize, like, we want the betterment of the country, like, that's all we want. We want to, like, live in a better country. We want to make sure this is the best country in the world. Not going to make America great again.
Oh, yeah.
You walked right into that.
Yeah.
I know what I saw it.
Collusion.
Like, because, like, America is what it is. The whole dream and idea of America is that you can be who you are. Who cares what, like, whatever your political stance is or whatever your religion is, like, this is the place for you, and you can make your life here and, you know, build your family. We just need to, like, stop all this fighting and just get back to the grassroots of, like, what do we all want in this world? It's just we all want to live happily.
Preach.
You know? And it's like why? Like, all right, fine. One side believes, oh, we need to tax the poor more. Oh, we need to tax the rich more. Like, yeah, I get that. And we have all our own personal views, but if we just put that all aside and realize what we all as the people want, we can just finally get over all this fighting and try to prosper in a way that will be healthy for everyone in the country. That's it. That's all I got to say about that.
That got really political. But, yeah, I think we're out of time.
Yes, we are. But you can follow us at A to Z_podcast at Instagram.com, or you can email us at AtoZ.pod@gmail.com.
But please don't email us, alright?
With comments, questions, and concerns.
Yeah, email us. If you
You
like
can
this,
email us. Don't listen to Zeke. That's why he's last on A to Z.
You know what? I'm not gonna check them. Alright, bye everybody.
I'm Avid.
I'm Dempsey.
I'm Zeke.
And you are now listening to A to Z. A to Z. A to Z. A to Z.